laws, the law of growth and knowledge. Back at it with another lesson. Before I start my lesson, I would like to send out the peace and positive energy onto the gods and goddesses, peace and positive energy onto the human beings. Most importantly, I'd like to send peace and positive energy on to the ancestors. Uh, I would also like to send peace and positive energy onto the planet. Um, Peace and positive energy to the souls and spirits that's here, that's vibrating that lower state of intent. Uh, and I would like to say, Ashe to them. And once again, Ashe to the ancestors. Uh, Tonight, I'm going to be talking a little bit about learning. Right? Talk a little bit about learning. Now, everything in life comes with learning. You have to learn. Right? You have to learn. Learning is a great uh is a great way for you to understand yourself, right? Learning is a great way to understand yourself. Now you gotta understand down here on the physical plane, we are amongst a lot of bullshit ass knowledge and all the old bullshit, right? So they teach you that losing is the worst thing in life, right? They tell you that if you lose, you will be a loser the rest of your life. Right? So they teach you, they program your mind that you always have to win. You always gotta win. And if you fuck around and lose out of all those wins, that's gonna fuck you up the rest of your life. See, that's bullshit. Losing is the best part to learning because once you lose, you will understand how to win. And once you lose, you will understand the fundamental structure of being humble, right? Right now, we have a lot of people down here on the rim that always want to win. They always want to win, but they don't ever want to lose. To learn how to win in the best way, right? Because a lot of people down here are winning, but they not winning the right way. See, it's a difference between winning and winning the right way. Winning far as to the physical plane is having all the money, all the cars, all the broads, right? That's a winning. To a young motherfucker that don't really know who they are, they think that's winning. Right? I got all the money I want, I got all the cars, I got everything I could want on the physical plane. I'm winning. Right? But then as they get a taste of that spiritual life, that spiritual talk, then that's when they start to look at things in a different way. Right? They start to look at things in a different way. Because winning on the spiritual note is by you remembering who you are and remembering the planet around you. That's really winning. Wanting to help your people remember who they are, that's winning. Right? But you have to learn that. You have to learn yourself. You have to learn who you are. Because if you don't learn who you are and learn the wins and losses, you ain't going to understand how to teach your people on how to win, on what we need to do to win. Right? So everything in life comes with learning. You have to learn. You have to learn. And that's the problem with our young generation now. A lot of our young people don't want to learn shit and wonder why they don't know shit. If they come across somebody like me or another intellect that's teaching them some real cosmic history about who they are. Reason why you don't know shit is because you don't want to learn. See, but the reason why our young generation don't want to learn is because they understand that not every adult that I'm being taught by know what the fuck they're talking about. So that's why a lot of young people don't want to listen. But if you come in contact with a motherfucker that do know what they are talking about, you should not ignore that. That's why every time I start every energy cycle I start my lesson, uh, uh, or I end my lesson, I always say that you are not dumb if you don't know who you are, or unintelligent. You just haven't came to the right information of who you are. But when that information come, that right information come around, don't ignore it. All right, that's why I be saying that. But you get certain motherfuckers that get the right information placed in front of them and they'll still ignore it. You can't do that. You have to embrace and understand what you are being taught. There's nothing wrong with learning from somebody else. If I am teaching you about who you are, you shouldn't be, oh no, get the fuck out of here. No, you should be listening. And then if I'm telling you some shit you have never heard before, you should really listen. You shouldn't be saying shit. You should shut the fuck up and let me teach you, because you don't even know about this shit. So I'm here to teach you, so you can know and teach other people. You feel what I'm saying? That's what this shit is about. You have to learn. You came down here to learn. To learn and remember who you are again. You lowered your frequency, right? You lowered your vibratory state of matter to come back down here to the rim, to your land that you created, right? If you remember it or not, to come back to your land to remember who you are again. Learn and remember who you are again. This is what you came here to do, so you have to learn. But it becomes important to where certain motherfuckers are just learning, but they're not understanding. A lot of motherfuckers down here are learning. They really are. They're learning, but they're not understanding. See, this is where you have to, okay, motherfucker, you gotta understand now. You learning, but you ain't understanding. You gotta start understanding what you are learning. Right? Because we got so many black people going around saying that we are Africans, right? Or black, what they say, black Hebrew Israelites, which is more lies. Going around thinking they learning some shit, and you're not learning nothing to begin with. You're learning more bullshit as lies. Right? And then, like I said, you come a motherfucker, maybe like me or somebody else, coming to your appearance, and they telling you some more shit that's not related to the shit you think you are aware of, that you think is true, and you don't even want to hear, because you don't want to learn nothing different. You think that what you know is what's real, and what other people may know that's not to what you know ain't real. See, you can't be like that. You have to learn. Even though I know who I am cosmically, I am a scientist cosmically. Right? I am an Anunnaki god. I am a part of a magical species of beings. I descend here from a constellation, or a universe, right? I already know who I am. I know my past life. I already know my greatness. Even me knowing who I am, I'm still not gonna ignore anybody else that want to teach me something as well. Right? I'm not gonna ignore another god or another goddess teaching me something. I don't give a fuck if that god is 10, 11 years old. I'ma still listen. Cause you know the ancestors, we work through all vessels, so it don't even matter. I'ma listen to young little god, or a beautiful goddess coming to my appearance. I'ma listen to her. I ain't about to, oh, she don't know what she talking about because she a woman. Hell no. She created me, so she has the most intelligence on the rim. I'm not gonna never disrespect her because she is my creator. You feel me? I'ma listen. I'm gonna listen all ears. I'ma shut the fuck up and let her tell me some shit. Right? And you like people be saying they have knowledge, but people don't understand what knowledge really is. Knowledge is not by you knowing a lot of shit. It's by you realizing that you don't know everything and it's more out there to know. Right? So in a sense, if somebody else is trying to tell me some tell me some shit, right? And they feel like they giving me some knowledge, and the shit they telling me I know is some bullshit, I'm still gonna listen. I ain't gonna, oh nigga, you don't know what you talking about. No, I'm still listen. Because if I am to argue with this person, be like, no, nigga, you lying, woo, even though I know he wrong and the information I'm about to give on is real, I'm still wrong because now I'm disrespecting his knowledge or I'm disrespecting her knowledge. So I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna let them talk, get their shit out, and then proceed on what the fuck I gotta say. I'm not about to get into it. I'm not gonna do that. That's real knowledge. A real man that has knowledge, a real God that has knowledge, is a motherfucker that's gonna listen to what everybody say. Not gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna just listen, whether if it's real or not. I'm still listen. Right? That's what Malcolm X was. Malcolm X was good at that. Real shit. And he knew a lot of people, the shit they was saying was bullshit, but he never got into a debate with him. He just let them talk. Right? He just let them talk. See, that's why like um debaters and shit, people that be debating and shit, that's clown shit. I'm not about to debate with nobody and be arguing back. I'm not about to do that. I'ma let you say what the fuck you gotta say, and then I'ma, after you done saying your little nonsense or saying what you saying, I'm put my spiel on it. I ain't about to argue with you. I ain't gonna do that. Right? I ain't about to do that. Everything in life, everything in life comes with learning. You have to learn the good and you have to learn the bad. You remember I made the video talking about duality. Everything comes with good and bad, but you have to understand what is good and what is bad, and why everything that is supposed to be bad can't be good, and why everything that's supposed to be good can't be bad. Right? Everything is learning. Everything is a learning curve. You have to learn. Learning is the most purest thing. Me coming to this point to who I am, I had to learn. Cause before I was doing some other shit, some shit that really wasn't me, that really wasn't even satisfying me, but I was doing it because I thought that was what I was supposed to be doing. And more I kept doing it, the more I realized it was just some shit that's not who I really am. It was just some clown shit to me, some goofy shit to me, and I ended up getting out of it to where I'm doing what I'm doing now. What I'm supposed to be doing, teaching you and enlightening you to who you really are. But I had to learn first. I couldn't just, okay, now I remember. No, I had to learn. I had to slowly uh, turn that curve to where I came to where I am now. And it happened naturally. I had to learn, and I learned the right way. I had to learn and remember who I was again. Right? And I know who I am now. It's like, damn, but I had to learn who I am. I had to remember. Right? And then your mind, like, man, I wish I would have knew who I was sooner. No, you can't even think like that. Everything happens for a reason. Now you know, you have learned. Now you move on and do what you are supposed to be doing. It's no such thing. It's no such thing as failing. Failing is not real. You don't fail. You don't come here to fail. You only fail if you choose to fail. And you choosing to fail is by you not learning how to get back up. Right? You fail by not learning about your failure and why you fail. Right? Because we always, like I said, here on the physical plane, you always get, oh, maybe I didn't try hard enough. No, maybe you trying too much. Maybe you're not supposed to be doing that certain thing. That's probably why. So that's why I said the failure is learning. So this is when you got to sit down and be like, all right, maybe this shit just ain't for me. I've been doing this shit for 2 motherfucking weeks now. This shit just keep having the same results. Yeah, maybe I need to do some other shit. Right. You have to learn. You have to learn. Right? We talk about we talk about we talk about your chakras, right? You talk about your 7 chakras. Well, you got more than 7. But you talk about your chakras, right? You talk about, okay, I got my root, my sacral, my solar plexus, my heart, my throat, my crown. I got all them chakras. But you have to learn how to balance those chakras. You have to learn what them chakras is all about. Right? The solids, liquids, and gases, that's all perpetrated off of your chakras. Right? You got your root chakra, so that's the solid. Then you got your sacral chakra, that's the liquid, and then you got your solar plexus, that's the gas. Right? And then your plasma, that would be your crown chakra. Cause your crown chakra is basically when you start to activate that cosmetic energy, you go back to that cosmetic energy. Right? That will be your plasma. Cause when the gas and the liquid come together, that forms that cosmetic energy, that chaotic energy. You feel me? So this is why you have to you have to understand and learn who you are. Learning is in everything, man. It's in everything, even spiritually. You know, even spiritually. That's why I be, I don't be trying to preach hate to my people that's, considered to be spiritual, but I just have to keep it real. I understand shit. You can't walk around with locks, wearing crystals, right? Getting sunlight, doing all this shit if you don't understand and learn what you really doing and why you should be doing that. The photosynthesis, right? You are made of plants, so when the sun is out, it charges you. That's what photosynthesis is. You feel me? You have to understand, okay, why am I doing this and why should I be doing this? Okay, why am I neuromelanated and other people just have melanin? You have to learn. You have to learn the whole structure, the whole cosmic structure of who you are. Everything is about learning. I already told you, I'm starting to remember how we created the body. Real shit. I told you, I'm going to have a lesson on that. Explaining how we created the body. Because I already know that the body is basically a representation of our pyramid that we created here on the rim. Because remember I told you a pyramid has 2 arms and it has 2 legs and a head, right? You would be like, oh no, the pyramid don't have 2 legs because it's not standing up. Nah. See, that's the thing. The pyramid represents you in a meditative posture. That's why you have to understand who you are. So when you about to meditate and you put both hands on your knees and you Right, like that. You are forming a pyramid. The head is the pointed tip. Your head is the pointed tip, channeling the cosmetic energy. I told you that's you in your natural state. Is that pyramid? That's you in your natural state. That's you in your spiritual state. Right? So you have to learn. You have to learn who you are. You have to learn. Right? You have to learn that you are not this body. I know I'm not the body. You have to learn. Right? You have to understand this is not you. This little hat, this skin, this ain't me. I'm not this body. This body is not me. I'm not a part of this body. Who I really am, I'm not a part of this body. I'm just a soul and a spirit. I chose this body to do my spiritual work. To come back here to experience taking our planet back in the physical form, in the physical body. And I already know this. My soul already knows this, but I had to relearn and remember what I came back here to do. This is why I had experienced all the things that I had experienced here on the rim because of who I am and what I really came back here to do. So I had to remember again. All right, that's what I had to do. So you gotta learn who you are. Learn what you are here to do. Gotta learn. I don't want a teacher, right? If we talk about school and all that shit, I don't want a teacher that always knew something. I don't want a teacher that always knew about the shit he teaches. We know these teachers don't teach you real shit anyway. You just gotta, throw that out there. But I don't want a teacher that always knew what he wanted to teach or what she wanted to teach and what they're teaching about. I don't want a teacher like that. I want a teacher that had to learn, that had to be in a position to where they didn't know anything, and they had to eventually gain the knowing from certain experiences, right? Because you got certain motherfuckers out here that oh, they always been smart. I don't want a motherfucker like that to teach me. I want somebody that didn't know shit, but then came to that information, and then now they doing, same story with me. It was at one point I really didn't know the shit I know now, but then I remembered again how fucking powerful and magical I am. I don't have a GED. I never went to college. I have a half of a sixth grade education, literally. And fuck no, I'm not going to get my GED. Fuck it. I don't need no GED. I never needed it in the first place. But when I did go to school, it was just a learning. It was just a learning experience. I just wanted to experience the you can say the physical side of education, right? And then after I got that physical learning of education, then I remembered and came back to the cosmic understanding of our education and who we really are. And that's how I set it up cosmically. And I understand that's what that's how I designed it. That's just how I am. I want to learn. Right? So I made it to where okay, I'm gonna get y'all a little bullshit education, then I'm gonna come to my own shit. Right. Now I'm teaching you about solids, liquids, and gases. I'm teaching you shit that the motherfucker shouldn't even be known. They like, I fucking up. Right. You feel me? And it don't surprise me because I been knew I was powerful, but you know, niggas just had to come to that realization. But it don't surprise me. You know, I'm a god. You know, I'm him. You know, but I had to learn. I had to learn. And it was tough. Because I used to think I was fucked up. Right? I used to think I was fucked up. The shit on that, a God used to think he was fucked up. But then I came to a reality check, and shit started to come back into my mind. Shit started to come back to me. Then I started remembering my own knowledge, my own intelligence, and who I really am. I have the intelligence enough to know I'm not this motherfucking body. So everything I have experienced in the physical don't even matter because it's just the physical. But once I close my eyes and leave this body, that shit never mattered. And I go back to who I really am, just a soul and a spirit. So the physical never mattered. But my soul chose the physical to experience and challenge me to remember who I was, to remember who I am again. That's all it was. So now I remember who I am again. Now I'm like, okay, this body, not me. This is just some shit. This is just how powerful I am. This is it. That's it. But I had to learn. So you have to learn. Right? You have to learn. Learning is a much needed thing. Especially for the young generation. They the main ones need to learn. But it's not always that they don't want to learn. It's the point that they are not being taught the right shit. Because, you know, you got a lot of young people out here that want to learn. But, you know, they ain't being taught the right shit. So, like I said, they just start not listening no more. Shit, I wouldn't listen no more. If you ain't teaching me the right shit, and I know you ain't teaching me the right shit, I ain't gonna listen. It's like, shit, fuck it. You know? But, learning things is something that helps the soul. It's something that helps you remember again, right? Reading books, you know, it ain't nothing wrong with reading. You know, society made reading like that uh, some nerdy shit or some square shit. How the fuck is it? How the fuck is it? Uh, Wrong to read? It ain't nothing wrong with reading. If you see a nigga that look like me with my hat to the side like this, you know, with earrings and shit and with a tattoo on my neck, reading a book and then explaining what the book is about, that will blow your fucking mind. You feel me? Because you don't expect a nigga that look like this or a nigga that look like a nigga from the streets to even know how to read. You feel what I'm saying? You wouldn't even expect that. But a nigga wearing glasses with a suit, you be like, okay, he that's obvious. But nah. You don't have to look a certain way to know things. You don't have to not want to know shit just to not feel left out. Nah, it's cool to know some shit. It's great to know some shit. That's the cool shit. Is to know something. You have to know who you are. You have to learn. If you are a young person watching this and do want to learn, but the people you are around don't want to learn shit, hey, you can leave their ass right where they at and go learn. And then after you done learn what you need to learn, go back to their ass and start teaching them. Start firing at their ass with all that information. That's what you can do. You don't have to belittle yourself just because they doing it. Nah. You can learn. And anybody can learn. It ain't just a certain amount of people that can learn. Anybody can learn something. But it's the right things that you need to learn. Learning the mental state of who you are, the conscious state of who you are. Understanding the scientific structure of who you are from top to bottom. Right? When I started to remember who I was as a scientist, what I did was I went straight to the what you would call the hard shit, right? So I don't even really know how I came uh, across it, but I went straight into remembering and learning certain science like esoteric, hermeticism, Gnosticism, uh, the Kabbalah or the Kabbalah, metaphysics, quantum physics. I had taught about metaphysics, geometry, chemistry. I just taught about chemistry as well. I had to learn, but I made it to where I wanted to know the hard shit. I wanted to challenge myself to remember the hard shit, knowing and understanding that would make me remember again. Cause if I just learn some little shit, that ain't gonna get me to remember again. I gotta learn the shit that makes me who I am. Okay, I see a pyramid going up and going down. All right, that's as above, so below. Right, and then I had to remember and learn why it is a such thing as above, so below. Duality. Fire is up, water is down. You feel me? I had to learn all that. And to now, that's why I do my shit now. And it didn't even take me that long to learn that. I just had start remembering and learning that just shit. A little bit of last summer. But now the shit I'm giving out, you would think I always knew this shit. Cause I've been knew I was, a guy, but now I'm, tapped in more of that energy now. To where it's just, I know completely now. I know what I'm here to do. Is to teach you. It's damn near 5 o'clock in the morning, but I'm up teaching you. Because I have to. Alright? Because the more you learn and the more you remember who you are, the more the responsibility you gain. So me, what I just said right now, I'm teaching at 5 o'clock in the morning. The reason why I'm doing that is because I know my responsibility. So if I get a bit of information, I gotta get on here and tell you about it. Because I'm a teacher. So a teacher has to teach. You ain't no teacher if you just teaching in the daytime, even though time ain't real. You just teaching motherfuckers in the day, and then they go on home and go to sleep. Then I said, nah, a teacher gonna teach when it's need when it's need to be teaching. So I fuck around and be astral projection and come back to my body, and then all right, I gotta do a 4-hour lesson telling you what the fuck I just seen. Ooh, right. That's that's a teacher, a real teacher. You know, that's who I am. So I have to teach. And I know my responsibility. I didn't just come down here not to do anything. I came down here to enlighten myself, remember who I was, and then teach you to remember who you are again. You feel what I'm saying? And I came here to learn. I had to come down here and learn. And this is exactly what you are here to do. You are here to learn. You gotta learn. You cause we all have a story. Excuse me. We all have a story that we design cosmically, right? So whatever story you design, you have to learn from that story. So if you were placed in a story that was very, very, very challenging to where it just seemed like it was just no bit of light, no bit of good at the end of the tunnel, you have to learn, right? Because in every fucked up situation you are placed in, it's always gonna come to a point to where you start thinking about why you are in that situation, right? And this is when your mind is trying to slow you down and your soul is trying to slow you down and get you to realize what the fuck you are experiencing, right? And then you have to understand how to learn from that experience. You have to learn from it. Okay, I was in a position to where I almost died, or death ain't real, but or I almost lost my avatar, or I was in a situation to where I almost went went to the pen, went to jail, or I was in a situation to where I didn't care no more and I was just accepting whatever was put my way. You got a story, you got a you got a you got a testimony, right? You have to learn from all that. All that shit happened to you because it was supposed to happen to you for you to learn to remember why you went through all that. That's why for me, uh, I always have moments even now where be stopping and be like, oh, okay, I remember when I went through that. Okay, so I went through all that for a reason to bring me to where I am now. Yeah, that's why. You just always deeming, oh no, that was a fucked up situation. No, it was all for you to learn. This is how you made it cosmically. You wanted to challenge yourself to every fucking way possible. You already know you a god. So or a goddess. So you already know what you have to do. So you like, all right, let me go ahead and go down here and challenge myself to remember who I am again. Because you gotta remember, you're not the body. This body is not you. You are just a soul and a spirit. So you have to tap into your soul to remember to what you need to do in this body. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about. That's all it's about. So, uh, learning, learning And remembering is an important part of life. You have to learn and remember. You fall down, you got to get back up. Someone knock you down, you got to get back up. You get turned away from something, you got to learn how to get back up and go right back to that person. They shut that door on you again, you got to go right back. But if they keep shutting that door on you and that door never opens, you got to find a new door to open. You got to put your foot in another door then. So you have to learn that all these doors that have been closing on me, they're closing on me for a reason. So this is a learning curve. So this is a challenger to make me go find another door to open. And once I open that door, I will be embraced with open arms. But it took me to learn from them doors closing on me to get me to this one door right here that was meant to be open. You feel what I'm saying? Everything is learning. Everything is learning. You have to learn. Have to learn. See, a lot of people, you know, I ain't gonna say it's a pet peeve of mine, but I don't like weak people. People that are very weak minded. That shit, that shit, I don't know, it just do something to me to where I get very angry in a way. Because it's like, you, I understand, yeah, we are in a fucked up system, right? The system is fucked up. They lowered our frequency, all that old shit, right? But still, in a sense, you can't just be a motherfucker that just, all right, I'm just accept what it is. No, you gotta, get the fuck up. You can't just sit down and let shit be the way it is. You have to do something. That's why I was teaching you as a man, as us gods, we have, it's, you gotta understand, it's genetically stored into us to make something happen out of nothing. That's pit in a man, and the goddesses did that. This is why we are more stronger. That's why we are fire. This is why we lead. We are as above. Right? Because we are the ones that make something happen. We are the creative ones. We are the ones. We supposed to make something happen. So as a man, or as a god, you are supposed to get yourself out of the situation you are in. See, and you as a man or as a god, you may think you have gotten yourself out of your situation, right? Because you got a little bit of money in your pocket, you got a nice car, you got a little nice broad, you feel me? You think you did your shit, but you only realize you still in that fucked up situation you in. Because you're not doing what you're called upon to do. That's why, by you having all the shit you have, you still may feel like something is missing because you're not doing what you're here to do. You're not doing what our divine goddesses created us to do. So that's why you have in the material life, you have to learn from that. All right, I got everything I want, but still something really don't feel right. Right. See, that material shit is it's a learning process. So the reason why you feel the way you feel is because your soul understands that you are here to do more than just have the nice cars and them bad bras. There's more to that, brother. Way more to that. You feel what I'm saying? There's way more to that. That's why uh I named my this whole YouTube channel, I named it, well, it was Thought, Law, Growth, and Reason, but then I changed it into Law, Growth, and Knowledge. Right? Because you are a law, and the law that you are, you grow into knowledge. You are knowledge, knowledge is you. And you are reason. But you have to understand your law and your knowledge of who you are. You have to understand who you are. I can't say I'm a god or a goddess if I don't understand why. If I don't understand the knowledge, I have to know why I am the way I am. I have to know why. I can't say, man, I'm tired of being down here. I'm tired of being on this third density if I don't understand what has happened to the planet to make me feel uncomfortable down here on this realm. Right, then you, okay, we fell in principalities. Or okay, now you know. Now you know you ain't from me. Now you know something has happened. Right. You have to learn. You have to know. You have to know. You feel what I'm saying? You have to know. You have to know something. You have to learn. You feel what I'm saying? So learning learning is something that all of us have to do. We have to learn. Even me, like I said, even me, I have to learn more. I ain't just cause I know I know. Just nah. I still gotta learn way more shit. It's still more for me to learn, and I'm okay with that. I don't want to know everything. I want to learn more shit. Right? Cause I'm to the point to where I'm. It's like for me, it's fuck the physical realm. Right? Even though this is my planet, you know, even though this is my planet, it's like fuck the physical realm for me because I understand that I am a cosmic being. So it's fuck the physical realm. I'm all cosmos with it. I'm out of the physical. I'm just here, like I said, to remind you of who you are. So I can't leave the physical. Only way I can leave the physical is if I leave my avatar. And I'm meaning in a way of we know death ain't real, but that would be the only way I could leave the physical realm. Now I can leave the physical realm and still be what you would consider alive, right, through astral projection, right? But only way to leave it completely is what I said through what they would call through death. But even though I'm not gone from the physical on a level of death, I'm still gone from the physical on a mental state. Right? So I'm going from the physical, from a mental state of, I understand that the physical cannot offer me nothing that I already have. The physical realm cannot offer me anything that I already have. You cannot gift me something that I already have inside of me. I come from a magical galactic background where there are beings that are out of this world that you wouldn't even believe exist. Aquatic beings, liquid beings, beings of beings of water. You got beings that may not appear to even look like this, that's different colors. You know what I mean? You got gigantic beings. You got a lot of different beings. I come from a great background. Shit, better than great. There's nothing that the physical realm can offer me that I don't already have. You can't. I don't go for you. Oh, I got a T-shirt. Oh, I got some shoes. Oh, I got a phone. Oh, I got some money. This is why I don't give a fuck about money. I don't care about. I will never be broke. I will never be poor because all the wealth is inside of me. All the things that you could possibly want is inside of me. Knowing who I am is worth way more than money. You can't tell me anything, man. I've struggled. I did certain things I wasn't proud of, but I had to forgive myself and realize that that wasn't me. That was just an idea of me, but my soul is who I really am. And then me coming to the point of realizing my true greatness and learning what I done in my past life, creating pyramids and shit, man. You can't price that. You can't put a price on shit like that. You can never put a price on that. Ever. I don't go for who you are. I don't go for what car you got. Anything you show me in the physical realm will never be able to compare with who I am cosmically. It will never be able to compare. I don't give a fuck what you say or what you believe. I don't give a fuck. Right? But I had to learn that the physical realm is only something in the physical. But the real world that I come from is the real world that I am meant to be in. Right? So it's two different worlds. So like I be explaining, I came down here to make the physical realm like the cosmos. We came back here to make the physical solid realm just like the cosmic realms. That's what we came here to do. But as we are down here, we have to learn why we got to make the physical just like the cosmos. We have to learn that. So we down here, us goddesses and gods, we down here, we suffered. We went through a lot of things. We didn't went through a lot of trauma, but it was all part of a learning curve. We had to learn, and then when we learn and remember who we are, we become very angry of what we had to endure because they have made us endure so many things to where when we do come to the point of remembering who we are as gods and goddesses, powerful souls and spirits, it becomes to a point to where it's like, okay, I'm grateful to know who I am, but it's why the fuck couldn't I have known this sooner? And how did we get to the point to where I didn't even know who I was? You know, that's how it be with us. Right? That's how it get. But like I said, we had to learn. We had to learn the land. We had to learn that this is our land. We had to learn that we are the real indigenous beings of this land. We had to learn that. Right? We had to learn that I'm not an African. I am a uh, indigenous God. Right? I created the feathers, that they, wear in our. I created that. I had to learn that there's no going back nowhere because I'm already here. Right? They tell you to go back to Africa. There's no such thing as going back to Africa because that's not where I come from. Africa is just another part of the land that they took away from us. Or they invaded, put they little 2 cents on. Our oppressors is the reason why we have flags in every country. Cause we never needed flags. We never needed flags anciently. Why the fuck we need a flag? We know this is our land. A flag, a flag is basically a flag is basically marking your territory on invading a land that you don't even own. So they came here, put their flag in our ground, and said, we now own y'all land. Y'all got to get the fuck out now. That's basically what they told us. Y'all got to get the fuck out. We own y'all land now. We like, hold on, nigga, you don't own shit around here, nigga. We about to, nigga, what you mean? Okay, nigga, you got guns, nigga, we got magic. Nigga, we about to fuck you over, nigga. It ain't going that way, nigga. It's our land. And then they turn around and take our planet away from us and then make us salute the flag. Make you put your hand over your heart. And the reason why they make you put your hand over your heart is so you can keep your soul from remembering again. Remembering the soul they took from the land. Because not only did they take the spiritual nature, the spirit, the electricity from us, they took the soul away from the realm. Make you work. Make you eat. Uh, eat things that you are not supposed to be eating. Make you work against your own planet. Make you learn that you are nothing but a human being that come from the shores of Africa via slave trade that was brought here in chains and shackles. And you are luckily freed from great, what they would call the great Abraham. Yes, that's what they, that's what they tell you. That's the lie. That's the lie they tell you. And you, not knowing no better, you fuck around and believe the lies they tell you. But then you start to learn about your land and learn what they have taken away from you. Then you start to become angered in the way they took your land away from you, from all the bloodshed and all the eradication, destroying our pyramids that we had on the land, uh, our crystallized pyramids that we had on the land, and you start to become angered and wanna fight back against them. They will call you crazy. You are a radical. You are somebody that should not be in society. Well, if I shouldn't be in society, you shouldn't be in society along with me, because you are the one that started the radicalization first. You are the one that came through killing, shedding blood for no reason. You are the one that killed off our true women, our true beautiful goddesses. It made them start to believe that they are bitches, hoes, and thoughts. Made them believe that they need to use makeup and put wigs on their head to make them feel like they are beautiful when they are already beautiful anyway. They made our gods believe that they have to hurt another god to be masculine, to be a man, which is a lie. Made us disrespect our goddesses, and made us think that's cool. That's a cool thing to call a woman a bitch. It made you think that's a cool thing when it's not cool at all. You are disrespecting your creator. A Christian wouldn't say fuck Jesus, even though Jesus ain't real, but a Christian wouldn't say fuck Jesus, a true Christian, right? Right. So why should you say fuck to that goddess? Why should you call that goddess a bitch, a hoe, a thought, a slut? Why should a goddess call her God a bitch ass nigga? Look down upon him just because she may make more money than he makes. You see what I'm saying? This is the shit they done to our people. And you have to learn about why they have done this to our people. You have to learn. So this is why I come to the point of saying learning is a very important thing. Because learning allows you to understand who you are and what you are meant to be. That's what learning is about. So you have to learn. You have to learn. I'm a psychic. Alright? I'm a psychic. So I have to learn I have to learn how to be a psychic. Right? I hear a lot of voices in my head. And the reason why I hear voices in my head is because certain spirits from the spiritual realms are trying to communicate with me. And my energy It's not low, but my energy has to be on their type of frequency to where I would be able to understand what they are trying to tell me. So it could be in the sense to where I am meditating and I hear somebody's name. So I could be meditating and hear Ralph, or I can hear Jacob, or I can hear uh, Daniel, or hear any type of name. And the reason for me hearing those type of names is because that could be that spirit introducing themselves with me. So if I ask the spirit, "What is your name?" and they tell me their name, now we have built a relationship. So now I can communicate with that spirit, and that spirit can communicate back with me. This is what I've been working on lately. Activate my psychic abilities, because I already have certain dreams about certain things, and I already put them together and already know what it's about. Or I have to go talk to the ancestors about it, and they'll tell me why I had that certain dream. Right? So I'm gonna end up figuring out what the dream is all about. You know, basically. But I have to learn. I have to learn how to develop that type of ability to be able to talk to these certain beings from these certain spiritual realms. I'm not gonna ignore it and be like, nah, I ain't gonna ignore it, because it's another great structure of who I am. I'm just that great. I have the ability to connect with beings that you can't see. Energetic communication, or you can say spirit communication. I I gotta learn. Some of you may be psychics as well, cause I thought that being a psychic was a female thing. That's why I thought. I thought that was a girl thing. I didn't know that being a psychic can be a masculine thing as well. Because my idea of a psychic is a woman with her head wrapped, with some crystals on, you know, sitting down in front of a big ass crystal ball. That's my old idea of a psychic. I didn't know it could be men, right? But then I have to sit down and realize who you are as a god. You being a god, you are adapt to all things, right? So they say that God knows all. He is the Alpha and the Omega. He is the beginning and the end. He knows what you think. He knows what you are trying to do. He knows all about you. So me being a God, I have to understand that I am everything, and everything is me. I'm the beginning and the end. I have to know what's coming. I have to know what's going. But I have to learn what's coming and what's going. I have to learn. I have to learn. We all gotta learn. Excuse me. We all gotta learn. All of us. I don't give a fuck who you is. You all gotta learn. Even the human beings, they gotta learn. They gotta learn who they are and where they come from. They gotta learn. Yes, they gotta learn too. They gotta learn that they are human beings. They gotta learn who they were created by. One of our fallen brothers, or I don't even want to call him a brother, but one of our fallen gods by the name of Yakub, the big head scientist, the black big headed nigga. They have to learn where they come from and why they have melanin and don't have neuromelanin. They have to learn why they can't sustain sunlight, but we can. They have to learn why they are the way they are, why they have no rhythm, why they really can't cook or season. They have to learn why, and we have to teach them why. So we have to learn who we are so we can teach them and get them to learn about who they are and how they can help benefit who they are. We have to teach them that they don't have a soul, but they do have a spirit, which is electricity. Teach them about how Yakub was killing our animals and inserting the DNA from our animals into these human beings. And that's why they have animal DNA. We have to get them to learn. And they have to learn. And they can't be ignorant to what we tell them. They have to understand and be like, okay, I understand what you're talking about because, well, I understand. Boom. Right. So everybody got to learn something. Everybody. Your baby got to learn. But you got to know what to teach your baby. I'm not a person that picks sides. I'm for righteousness. And I have an old soul. So uh in a younger vessel. So I've always, as a youngin, I always paid attention to the parents. Right? I don't go off of, okay, the kid is wrong. I go off of what is that kid being taught by the parents. Because a kid is not going to grow up to be a certain way if a parent was teaching them the right way. Not necessarily. The kid learns from the parent because the kid knows that the parent is responsible for teaching them. You are the teacher. I'm not an adult yet, so you are responsible for teaching me. I have to learn everything you tell me because you are the adult. You are supposedly responsible. Right? But if this adult does not teach me what I should know, and then I grow up to be any old thing, how the fuck can you get mad at me for being the way I am if you didn't teach me the way I should be? Of what I need to do. You can't get mad at that. This is why a lot of our black and Latino people minds is very fucked up. Not necessarily just from the system. It's mainly from the house. Because the house is where everything starts at. The house is that's the first school. So whatever I see from my father or my mother, that would carry on with me onto the world. So then I bring that same teaching I got from inside outside. And then you got the system there, the system that's already fucked up now. I got the bad teachings from inside. Now I'm outside. Now I'm just getting all these bad teachings. So now I don't know anything. So now I'm just out here lost for words, I'm lost for knowing. Now I'm just going off of what's placed in front of me or what somebody else is telling me to do. You see what I'm saying? Everything comes with learning. You have to learn, and you also have to know how to teach people. So that's why I said I never played sides. You always, your little Tyler Perry shit. He always tried to make it like the young kids was always wrong, But then you watch the movie all the way through, you watch the play, it was the parents that was fucked up all along. But you always, oh, the kid, oh, you gotta stop blaming your parents. Well, yeah, that too. But you can't always assume that a motherfucker gonna turn out to be a certain way if they wasn't taught that in the home. You have to understand your responsibility as a parent. You have to understand your responsibility. You as a God, you set the responsibility for the little shit, and the little shit you do will have an effect, whether you realize it or not. Okay, so a motherfucker knocking at your door, you as a man, you have to go open that door. All right, motherfucker, what you doing at my door? All right, nah, nigga, I don't want that. Get the fuck out. Right. You have that responsibility for teaching your son how to lead, how to always be the one that's gonna step in front of his woman and always defend her. You have that responsibility. Whatever you do, you are teaching your son. And your son or your daughter is watching like, all right. And then as they grow up, tell them lying. As they grow up, this is what you hear. Well, my daddy did it, or my mommy did it, so that's just what I'm doing now. Right. And then they teach their kids that bullshit. Then they kid grow up and say same shit. Shit, that's what my dad used to do. Shit, that's what my mom used to do. And the list go on and on. Nah, you have to teach them. You have to get them to learn the right way. Right? You got shit older niggas. Man, I taught myself. I raised myself. And we start to label that as a good thing, like all that nigga learn. That ain't no good thing. You shouldn't have had to teach yourself. You should have had a real teacher. But motherfuckers never wanted to learn, or certain motherfuckers was not taught the real shit by their parents, so it carried on along with you, like I just explained. You feel what I'm saying? So this is why I come to say that learning is a fundamental structure that we all need to know. Or we all should be learning and teaching what we are learning. Right? Because you also have people right now that do know who they are and know certain things, but they don't want to say it because they are afraid or not really comfortable with teaching who they are or explaining who we are. But you have to teach. You learned something. You learned something that has never been taught publicly. So why should you keep that inside? Your soul will never lie to you. So why should you lie to yourself by holding that inside and not teaching it? You can't do that. You have to teach. You have to let go of that mindset of believing that you are wrong and know that you are right by teaching what you are teaching. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta know. You feel what I'm saying? So, um, you gotta learn. You gotta take everything in your life that you have experienced and shit you still experiencing. You have to learn from that. You gotta learn. Like, all right, what am I learning from this? What am I right? What am I learning? What am I learning? All right, that's what I say. You got people out here that go through shit now, but still ain't learning from it. You can't. That's what I say. You can't. You can't. Cause a lot of motherfuckers nowadays want to be motivators and shit. Want to try to educate you, give you some knowledge. Nigga, you can't teach me shit if you haven't learned nothing yourself. Can't no motherfucker teach me nothing. Tell me anything, nigga. If you don't know who you are cosmically, nigga, you can't tell me shit. And I'm not ignorant. But I ain't ignorant, but nigga, you can't tell me shit. Nigga, who created the sun, nigga? Nigga be like, Jesus. Did he really? Yeah. But how you know Jesus did though, nigga? How you know? Well, because shit, that's what's saying in the Bible, right? Jesus divided darkness from light. Why, but why did he divide the darkness from light? Jesus ain't real, but why did he do that? Why do we have a sun? Why is the sun hot? Why is the sun made of fire? Why is the sun a atomic molecule? Why did Atom create the sun? Why did he use the air in him and his soul, the fire in him to create that sun? You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker ain't gonna know. Motherfucker be like, yeah, nigga, I don't know. Right. But you sitting here trying to school me on finances. Right? You trying to tell me on how to go out here and get some money. Nigga, you can't tell me shit, nigga. Nigga, the jewelry you got on, nigga, the golds you got in your teeth, nigga, you can't tell me shit, cause you don't know who you are. You feel me? You can't tell me a motherfucking thing. A goddess come up talking to me, talking about her pussy and shit. Alright, you talking about your pussy, but do you know what your pussy is though? You trying to offer that motherfucker to me, but do you know what the fuck it is though? You feel me? You gotta know what the fuck you got down there. Right? You gotta know what you got. How you gonna offer me something but you don't even know what you offering? You feel me? You gotta know what you're offering me. Cause if I know what you're offering me and then I'm teaching you what you are offering me, then you may fuck around look at me like I'm weird or like I'm crazy. Like, oh, this nigga on some book. Nah, I just know I know what you got down there. I know what the fuck that is. You trying to go ahead and offer it to me all willy nilly. You don't even really know my name. You don't know where I'm from. You don't even know what the fuck I'm about. You just trying to give it all up to me because you say I look good. You gotta know what you got. You feel what I'm saying? No, that's real shit though. Man, you know, any nigga that don't know nothing, nigga take that nigga phone. We don't even gotta talk. Nigga, we got a bathroom right there, nigga. Let's go. You know, nigga don't give a fuck. But a nigga that's got maturity, you know, that ain't ain't just quick to, nigga like, nah, let me teach you what you got. Let me teach you about what you got. Let me teach you why that motherfucker can squirt out the water. I gotta teach you about that. I gotta teach you what you got. So I can teach you what I got. Literally. And teach you why my shit is the way it is, why it comes out. And why yours is just sitting, just sitting pretty. You feel what I'm saying? I gotta teach you. I want to get you to learn something before you give me what you got. See, we ain't we are not in a type of era where a nigga would do that, or when a goddess would teach what she got before she give it on to you, right? Because if you a god walking up to a goddess, you trying to dumb it down, trying to get in that, and she fuck around and teach you about what she got and what you got, nigga, that's gonna kill the whole mold for you. You gonna fuck around and be like, man, I can't fuck with her. Cause you want what you want right then and there, but you're not willing to learn about what you want. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta learn something. You have to learn. You have to learn. Learning comes at every it comes at every basis, every structure. Everything comes with learning. You have to learn. Learn, understand, and enlighten. You have to learn and understand. Learn all that there is to learn. Right? See, we have became ignorant, right? We have became ignorant to where, okay, if I know how to read, write, and count, and I know how to read, write, and count, I don't need to learn no other shit, right? That's ignorant. Because remember, like I have told you before, counting is illiterate. You're counting over matter. Numbers is energy. They're energetic symbols of the universe. That's how we made it. So you counting, you doing some illiterate shit. And you reading, but not knowing what you're reading about, and not knowing the, cause you can read and know what you're reading, but you have to know the cosmic structure of what the fuck you reading and why they even got that in there. You feel what I'm saying? It's deeper shit to it, and then you writing. You gotta understand that writing is another form of magic. But what makes it magic is because you are doing it. You are the magician. So if you write anything down, as far as your name, or you write anything down, it will appear because you are the real magician. You are the original spellcaster. Right? Motherfuckers be, oh, you can use the 369 method, right? What they would call the Nikola Tesla method. Fuck what he on. His ass was a Neanderthal. He didn't know all that shit that motherfuckers thought he knew, right? You can do the Nikola Tesla method, so-called, and write down what you want, 3 energy cycles, and then it will manifest. But you don't even realize why that is working, though, because you are the magician. It's your intent that makes it magic. Without you writing that shit down, it has no purpose. But when you write it down, then now it has a meaning. Now it has a reason. Now it has law. Or now it becomes law. Right? Right? So you can't be ignorant. It's motherfuckers right now. Shit, nigga, I ain't gotta learn. Nigga, I went to college. Nigga, I graduated. Well, I need to learn more before I already did the old college shit. Nigga, just cause you went to college don't mean you need to stop learning, nigga. You can still learn more. Because it's probably, you probably don't even know shit that you thought that you think you uh Already know. Right? Because I could fuck your whole day up and come to you with some straight cosmic shit and fuck your whole mind up. Nigga, I never even heard that before. Now you fuck around calling calling motherfuckers you went to school with. Man, this nigga's ooh, nigga, I don't nigga, why we don't know that? Oh, that nigga just bullshit. No, nigga, I looked this shit up, nigga. This is real. This nigga just explained to me what the fuck the unk is. This nigga said it represents the penis and the vagina. I never even knew that. Nigga, I thought that motherfucker was a flower or something. I didn't know what the fuck that was. Right? That fuck your whole day up. And then if I tell you, oh no, nigga, I never went to college. I don't even got GED. Nigga, what? Wait a minute. That don't even make sense. How the fuck this nigga know that shit and I don't know it? Right. You got a lot of people out here right now that's like that. Went to college, did the whole shindig and don't know shit. I done seen literally no bullshit. I done seen motherfuckers from Harvard get asked a normal ass question that a fucking kid could answer and don't even know how to answer it. That's just showing you something. That's showing you that motherfuckers is not learning and not being taught shit they should know. Right? Because I told you it's a difference between being smart and having knowledge or having intelligence. Being smart is basically you understanding what's placed in front of you. Okay, so I know how to read, write, and count. All that shit right. That's being smart because that's shit that's placed in front of you. That they want you to learn. But having knowledge or having intelligence is questioning why they want you to learn that shit. And what's the whole purpose for it. That's the difference between knowledge and being smart. We all, oh, that nigga smart. Right, he's smart to some shit that was considered to be smart to him, but he don't even realize, or she don't even realize if it's really even anything smart about it. You feel what I'm saying? Learn yourself. Nigga, learn your nose, nigga. You feel me? Learn your nose, learn your eyes, learn your ears. You got chakras all over your body. Learn your tongue, nigga. Learn your lips, learn your throat, nigga. Learn everything about you. Learn everything about you. You feel me? You gotta learn. Why do I have ears, nigga? Why do I have a nose? You feel me? Why do I got a stomach? Shit, why I got a penis? Or shit, why you got a vagina? Why you have an ass? You know, why you have the shit that you have? And you have to learn the truth of why you have the shit that you have. Because everything about you carries knowledge. Everything about you. Everything carries knowledge and reason and information. Everything. Alright, so gotta learn. Gotta learn. Gotta learn. Gotta learn. Gotta learn. I don't mind learning. I don't mind learning some shit. I don't mind. I love learning. Right? Cause a scientist, see, that's another uh that's another type of thing that we place on scientists. That's another lie. We think that a scientist is responsible for knowing all things about science, which is completely false. Not all scientists know science. You have some scientists that don't really even know shit about science. Really. These little bullshit scientists they have down here, them niggas don't really know science. Like, I know science because I'm a real scientist. I just don't wear a lab coat with goggles, playing with chemicals and shit. That's why you like, that nigga ain't no damn scientist. Until I break down some shit, you like, damn, that nigga science. Yeah. I just don't, you know, look like a scientist. I don't have. That's just how powerful I am. I could look like a regular average Joe. I don't have to wear no lab coat. I don't gotta wear goggles. I don't gotta fuck with fluids and shit. Nah, I don't gotta do it. That's all bullshit. See, that's the cover up. You feel me? That's why they start doing that. That's the cover up. Them human beings want to be like us. They want to be the gods. So they, oh yeah, we scientists, right? Albert Einstein, that nigga wasn't that smart. That nigga a Neanderthal. He has animal DNA. Ain't no way that nigga was way more smarter than Malcolm X. Ain't no way he more smarter than James Baldwin. You feel me? Ain't no way. Marcus Garvey, nigga. Shit, Harriet Tubman. Shit, Matt Turner. You feel me? Toussaint L. Overture. They Haitian Revolution. They was doing voodoo and shit. Ain't no way he more smarter than us, nigga. Ain't no way. That nigga wouldn't know he wouldn't know what the fuck the voodoo, cause voodoo takes what? Science. You have to know atomic molecules. You have to understand metaphysics and geometry. You gotta know that shit to even be a good voodoo practitioner. So you can't tell me that Albert Einstein was more smarter than us. Hell no, he was nowhere near. Nowhere near. And never him or Nikola Tesla. Them niggas will never be more intelligent than we is. We gotta stop that bullshit. Made that man like he was the smartest man on the earth. Nigga, y'all are lying like a motherfucker. That nigga is a Neanderthal, nigga. A Neanderthal, nigga. Alright, that nigga is a Neanderthal. A Neanderthaliano, nigga. He's a Neanderthaliano. That's exactly what the fuck he is. Him and his buddy Nikola Tesla, nigga. And a lot of them, and that's another thing. A lot of them didn't even know the shit that they was teaching about. Certain reptilians and Palladians that was in disguise was giving them that motherfucking information, nigga. Yeah. Oh yeah, you know? Yes, they was doing that. Cause you gotta understand, reptilians and Pleiadians, they are very intelligent. Cause remember, they come from where we come from, so they intelligent just like we is. You feel me? So you real shit. So you thinking Albert Einstein is a smart human being, and this nigga is basically getting cards from the reptilians. They giving him the smart cards. All right, go ahead and read it. Right. That's what the fuck going on. You didn't even know. Yes, nigga, nigga, I know about all that. They was doing that then. Come on now. You had motherfuckers disguised then. that was giving them information to make them motherfuckers like they was nigga. Oh, they was never smart, nigga. They wasn't learning shit. The fuck out of here, nigga. Right? They was never smart. I make the European education world. I make them mad. Like, what are you talking about? No, nigga, he was never smart. Nigga, you was getting cars, nigga. They was giving you your knowledge, nigga. You didn't have that already. No. And that's another thing. A lot of quotes Albert Einstein was giving out or Nikola Tesla was giving out, nigga, that's the shit we said, nigga, before. We said that shit. Right? They tell you about the $5 Indians, they be having their little quotes. Nigga, we was saying that shit. They never, nigga, they don't, come on, they don't think like that. They ain't on that type of frequency. They don't think, no. No, hell no. People without knowledge is like a tree without its roots. You know, Marcus Garvey. Nigga, you think they gonna say some shit like, hell no. They don't have a soul. They ain't, come on, man. They ain't about to say no shit like that. No. It takes a soul to be intelligent like that. It takes a soul. Shit, nigga, I be having my own little quotes, nigga. Hit your soul. You feel me? So you gotta learn. You gotta learn who you are. Shit, learn about the moon. Why do we have a moon? Right, because the moon is not natural. That's Yakub's bitch ass. That's his work. Fuck the moon. I don't even fuck with the moon. Every time I see that motherfucker, I get angry. Because I know what it is. It's harvesting energy. Right? It's made of electricity. It's not made of a soul. It's still in the form of an atom. That's why the moon still affects us. Because it's still shaped in the form of an atom, of an atomic molecule. Because we are made of atoms. So it being shaped like that and it being made of electricity and we are made of electricity, it still affects us. Right? To where you could just be sitting down and think some bullshit to where you mad. Then you fuck around, look outside, you like, oh, okay, that's old dude, right? Yakub on that bullshit tonight. Right, that's all his work. He on that bullshit. Cause now I be knowing I'm tapped in, so I already know. I be like, yeah, the moon out. Right? And then he'll fuck around and do some bullshit and break that bitch up to where it be just a little piece sticking out. You feel me? That's how you get out. Now a full moon together, that's damaging. But shit, even just a piece of that moon still can do some damage. Right? And then you gotta think in a way, it's like, okay, he know that atomic molecules is basically the whole function of how life is created. So he make it to where, oh yeah, I'm gonna be an evil motherfucker. I'm gonna break this bitch up like I'm breaking off a part of that. You feel what I'm saying? See, you gotta get how he is. He fucked up like that. You feel me? I know all about Yakub. He fucked up like that. Fuck him. Big head ass nigga. Fuck him. He ain't on shit. We got something for his ass. Him and his little minions. We got something for their ass. We got something for them. Got motherfuckers down here that ain't even a real goddamn people walking around the planet. But You know, you gotta. Like I said, you gotta learn. You gotta learn. Gotta learn. Gotta learn. Learn about who you are. Learn your, learn your shit. Gotta learn your shit. You know, you gotta learn your shit. Shit. You want to learn something? Go outside. All right. You go outside, you gonna learn a lot. Look at a tree. Just look at that motherfucker. Look at the tree. Or respectfully, look at the tree. Just look at it. Look at the top of the tree and the bottom of the tree. Look how the bottom of the tree is grounded with the earth. And then look how it forms all the way to the top. Then you got the leaves and all that. Just look at a tree. And understand the learning in that tree. Look at the sun. Like, damn, man, that sun, there's something about the sun, right? Look at the sun. Learn about the sun. Learn about that tree. Look at the ocean. Look at the ocean. Look at water. Learn about water. Shit, remember Bruce Lee? He told you be water. You remember that? He told you be water. Because he understood the power in water. He understood the elements. He understood that water was the first element because the X chromosome, which is the female, she is the first creator. Right? She is the first creator. So that's why he knew about the elements. That's why he be water. That's why he, was doing his little karate shit. Right? Because you got one part of your body, water, then the other part of your body, energy. Right? This is what, because you got to remember the Anunnaki, we created martial arts. See, in order to understand martial arts, you gotta understand the elements. You gotta understand energy, water, energy, water, energy, water. You know, like how in TV shows and shit, how they show you a motherfucker doing karate. You know, like Martin and shit with the Dragonfly Jones and all that old shit when the nigga was doing karate and shit, and the nigga was playing around and shit. They playing, but in all honesty, all reality, like I said, we created that shit. They just show you the Asian people, but we created it, right? And the shit they show you in TV when the motherfucker doing karate and they body start going into a faster, like a plasma state, you could really do shit like that if you understand the elements of who you are. You could really do that shit. Martial arts is another ancient practice, a spiritual practice. You don't even have to. You don't even have to use a weapon to fuck somebody up. All you the weapon. You made of carbon. You feel me? You made of a lot of shit. You can. That's why think about it. You could literally kill a motherfucker with no weapon. One motherfucking cut or chop to the throat. You didn't cancel that nigga whole subscription. That nigga's out of here. Literally. Motherfuckers say, "Oh, nigga, you can't beat up if you If you a nigga, you can't beat up 20. You can't beat up 20 motherfuckers. Why can't you? You a guy. Why can't I beat up 20 motherfuckers that's trying to kill me? That's trying to fuck me up. Why can't I beat all of them up? Bruce Lee could. Why the fuck can't I? He ain't no guy. He a human. Why the fuck can't I? You feel what I'm saying? Nigga, I should be able to fuck them up. And then I know who I am. First nigga charged at me, nigga, I'm going straight for the throat. All right, nigga, you gone. Nigga, I done took you out. Next motherfucker, boom. Then they all try to bum rush me, nigga. That's when I go into my plasma state. So that's what nigga, everybody getting it now, nigga. Everybody getting the chop. I done fucked everybody up. I done wiped everybody out. You can do shit like that. You gotta tap into that energy. You gotta learn. You gotta learn yourself. You have to learn and understand that what they would consider the impossible is possible and been possible. What they call not real is real. You gotta understand that. That's why you see a nigga with no gun, no knife, and that nigga wearing a crystal out there practicing martial arts and shit. A nigga already know, yeah, don't fuck with him. That nigga out there working on his balance and shit and doing his little karate shit. You like, nigga, don't fuck with him. That nigga will fuck you up. Yeah, you already know. And then if the nigga understand the elements and how to use them, you really shouldn't fuck with him. I ain't scared of no motherfucking body, but I'm gonna leave this nigga alone. If this nigga, if this nigga fuck around and start feeling the type of way, I'ma have to shoot this motherfucker. You feel me? You know how niggas be. I'm gonna have to shoot him. Cause if this nigga know who he is, I'm gonna have to shoot him. And hopefully I get my motherfucking gun out to where I can shoot this motherfucker. Cause if he get to me before I take my shit out, I'm fucked. He got me. That motherfucker gonna fold me up. You know what I mean? Gonna fold me the hell up. Had me out here looking crazy. You know? Um, um, shit. Reading certain books. Reading certain books gonna help you learn. Like I said, reading certain books. You gotta read. You gotta read, man. You gotta read something. I already be reading, but I gotta start back reading some more though. I got a big ass Bible. I always keep a book around me though. I always do that. I always keep a book around me because I like reading. But I gotta start reading more though. I just be reading certain shit off my phone. I gotta reread. I gotta get back into that reading. I gotta read some more. I gotta allow my mind to expand. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I know so much now. That's why I got so much intelligence now, because I do be reading. You feel what I'm saying? Um, Learn what you all about. Learn you. Learn who you are. Ask yourself, who am I? Who am I? What am I about? You gotta learn what you are about. Everything is learning. Like, everything comes with learning. You gotta learn some shit. Like, you gotta learn. You gotta learn something. Motherfucker tell you need to learn something. You always think they trying to be rude or trying to force you to do something that you want to do. No, motherfucker just say you just gotta learn something. You gotta learn. That be the ignorance in you that be feeling offended with a motherfucker telling you. You gotta learn. No, ain't nothing wrong with learning. Learn something. You learning how to be on your motherfucking phone all day. You should learn how to read a fucking book. Alright? You learning about that? Alright, learn about this. See, and I understand though why certain motherfuckers would want to read because that takes a lot of energy out your day by reading. Right? And then especially if you got a big ass book, right? You gotta sit and learn that book. Right? You feel me? Like if you in school, they tell you they want you to read a book and they want you to understand what the book is about. Then you gotta come in school and give a lesson on what you learned about that book, and then you gotta give your perception of what you feel the book is really about and what it really means. You feel me? A lot of motherfuckers don't want to do that. That takes a lot of energy. Like I said, motherfuckers don't want to do that. Right? Hell no, that take a lot of energy to do that. That take a lot of energy. See, but the real motherfuckers be like, all right, yeah, I'm about to read the fuck out this book. Ain't nothing, I'm gonna read it. See, but when the motherfucker got a lot of energy on their hands, then that's when the motherfucker will be uh invested in reading. When you ain't got nothing to do and you ain't got nothing to look forward to, then motherfucker just see a book laying around like shit, fuck it, I'm about to read. When you ain't got no choice. But if you got a lot of shit to do, then you ain't gonna want to read no damn book. You gonna be like, hey, I got other shit to do. Fuck that book. I got other better shit, more important shit, more fun shit I could be doing rather than reading this damn book. Fuck that book. But nah, you gotta take that chance by picking that motherfucker up and reading it, seeing what it's about. And then the more you read it, the more attracted you will become to the book. You're like, damn, this book hard, right? I remember when I was younger. I remember I had my grandmother had bought me y'all remember the Harry Potter book, them little fat big ass Harry Potter books. I remember I got one. I remember I got one, and I remember I was excited because I had got a Harry Potter book. It wasn't the point of I got a book. It was the point of cause I fucked with Harry Potter back then. It was the point of it was a Harry Potter book. Seeing it being the Harry Potter book made me invested and interested in reading about it. I already watched the movie, but I still was reading about the movie. You feel me? See, that was just already a sign of who I am today. Because although I already knew about the book, I still wanted to read it so I can learn more about it or learn more about the movie. You feel what I'm saying? That's real knowledge. That's real intelligence. That's you being a real learner. A real learner gonna want to learn. That's a real learner. You know what I mean? So that's why I say you have to learn. You have to be willing to learn. Learn at every basis you can learn at. No matter if it's something good or something bad, always learn from that. Always learn. You feel me? Because everything comes with learning, and it's learning and everything. I don't give a fuck what it is. Technology, everything is learning. Alright? Um, so with that being said, I'm about to go ahead and get off of here. Uh, hopefully you enjoyed this lesson. Hopefully you learned something. Learn something out this lesson. Peace to the gods, peace to the ancestors once again. Um, I'm gonna be posting again today. Most likely, I'm gonna probably be posting about energetic communication. I wanted to talk about that, so I'm probably, well, like I said, once again, if it's the ancestors want me to talk about something else, then I talk about something else. But if not, I'm gonna talk about energetic communication for sure. Break down how energetic communication works. So with all being said, it's a law of growth and knowledge. Uh, peace of God to the ancestors once again. Y'all be safe out there, man. Peace.